Hey guys, Chrissy here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the most important part about summer shredding, your diet. So I'm basically going to start off this video talking a little bit about what I do when I'm dieting and how I diet. Mostly it's just packed with tons of fruits, veggies, chicken. I'm like obsessed with chicken and it all comes down to what's on this table. So I'm going to start off with my protein sources and then we're going to move on from that. So I typically will go with this Muscle Farm cookies and cream protein. It's the first protein I have found that I've enjoyed. I can get it from Costco for $40 a canister. It's about 5 pounds of protein and 60 servings. So it lasts a really long time, especially since I do not drink it every day, which I know you guys might think is a little bit weird if you're shredding, but there are other things you can do. The next thing I want to talk about is chicken breast. So chicken breast is my go-to meal. I eat this pretty much every single day. I'll have about 150 grams a day depending on the day and depending on what I'm feeling like, if I remember to defrost it. And basically I can do anything with it. I can bread it if I want to and bake it, which is like super unheard of when you're cutting. But you can do that if you measure out the breadcrumbs, you measure out what you're putting on it, you bread with, let's say, egg whites instead of whole eggs, like that whole thing. And to be honest, half the time I don't even care. I'll just bread it, pop it in, and then deduct like another 100 calories from carbs or fats, depending on what I feel like eating that day. Another thing I love eating is Greek yogurt, and this I eat with two things. I'll either eat it with blackberries or strawberries. And then if I'm not eating it with fruit, I will be putting this Walden Farms pancake syrup on it or this new caramel syrup I got today. I haven't tried this one yet, but the pancake syrup is amazing. So if you have this, I would totally recommend picking it up. It's 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. It tastes exactly like the real thing, if not better, because I get sugar headaches. So sugar kind of gives me like this weird rush, and it really brightens up something to make it more desserty, and you don't really feel like you're on a cut. So another thing I really like eating when I'm on a cut is egg whites and eggs. I usually will combine the two. I have my eggs down here. What I'll usually do is 4 ounces of egg whites to 1 egg, or 7 to 8 ounces of egg whites to 2 eggs, depending on how hungry I'm feeling. If I know I'm going to be eating in the day sooner or later, it all depends on how my day is planned out. And I think that's pretty much all I have for protein. It's typically just chicken, eggs, and Greek yogurt, and obviously protein shakes if I need to supplement, but usually I'm pretty good at it, so I don't. Another thing I want to talk about that's protein packed. It's carbs though. It's the Kodiak Cakes Protein Power Cakes. And it's a flapjack and waffle mix, so you can make waffles with this, pancakes with this, and what I'll usually do is make half a serving, which is 190 calories. With water, it's 190, with milk and eggs. Usually it can get up to about 300, but there's 14 grams of protein. If you add an egg, it can get up to 20 grams of protein. It's pretty versatile, and I like it a lot. And if I feel like it, I will put some protein powder in it, but that makes it kind of chalky. If not, it just normal pancakes, just tastes like normal pancakes, and I'm okay with that because I am a carb lover. And basically that's one of my go-tos, and I have another go-to which I didn't feel like pulling out of the freezer because our freezer is really packed right now. Our fridge is way too small for the amount of food we eat, what we eat, and how we like to eat, because we like to buy a lot of stuff in bulk and freeze it, and right now we're totally out of space. Another thing I really like eating that's kind of protein and carby is chicken dumplings. They're very low calorie. This whole package, I think there's about like 25 dumplings in it, and it's 650 to 700 calories, which is pretty good considering they're dumplings, and they're basically chicken and Chinese black mushroom. You just fry them on a pan with some water and you steam them. You put a little bit of oil on the bottom of the pan. It fries the bottom and then it steams the rest, and it's a pretty healthy meal alternative. So I think that's all there is for protein. Like, I'm actually sure that's all there is for protein, so we'll move on to carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, Vector, cereal. Any cereal you want is pretty great to take on the road as a snack. I would not advise having it as a breakfast cereal because typically if you don't have a scale, you don't know how much you're putting in. And once you realize how much you're putting in, it doesn't actually like validate using it as a meal replacement or as a meal because you don't get enough to fill you up. But for snacks, it's perfectly viable and it's a great healthy option. Another thing I like eating is bread. Not so much. Not really a huge bread person. I do eat my protein bread, the P28 with the 14 grams of protein per slice, but I also like eating these wheat thins. I just found them. They're 45 calories a slice, so if I'm making eggs over easy rather than egg whites, scrambled egg whites, this is a great alternative to just use in like sandwich or use to mop up egg yolk. That's pretty much all I use this for. The other two things I always pick up is tortillas and corn tortillas. So we have the flour tortilla and we have a corn tortilla. And basically, for burritos, for wraps, corn tortilla is really good for tacos. The tortillas I have are imported from Mexico, and they're 30 calories for 2 tortillas. So if I wanted a whole taco, it would be 30 calories for a tortilla and whatever else was in it. And if I want 3 tacos, I'm only spending 100 of my calories worth of carbs on tortilla, which I totally will oblige by because I love eating tacos. Who doesn't like tacos? And it's a better alternative than going to Taco Bell. And it can be used for breakfast tacos, can be used for chicken tacos, beef if you're into that, pork if you're into that. I'm strictly chicken turkey kind of gal, and that's what I will normally eat. So tortillas, huge, huge if you know what to look for. Another thing I really like eating that is carby is fruit. So I mentioned that I like putting fruit in my Greek yogurt, and it's usually blueberries, strawberries. Strawberries I have 5 pints of right now because they're on sale miraculously, because they've been like $6 a pint for months, and then they're suddenly like, oh yeah, $3 a pint, and I'm like, yo, what? That's totally my jam, $6 a pint. So I picked up about 5 pints and I'm slowly getting through them, putting it in my salad, putting it in my Greek yogurt. I'm eating them raw, taking them as a snack. Strawberries are by far the best thing, like berries in general, low carb, low calorie, high water, high fiber, best kinds of fruits you can eat, and if you want to stay away from the apples, bananas, stuff like that. And another snack are almonds. I just do raw almonds, pretty straightforward. I think 30 grams is like 120 calories or something along those lines. I can't remember the exact macros for that. Mango slices, I'm lazy. I have 2 types of mangoes here. I have mango slices in the juice, then mango frozen. I eat this more than this. This is my boyfriend's favorite. But I do enjoy just mango as well, even though it's very high carb, it's delicious. Another thing you will never get me to quit, cut or not, if I'm cutting, if I'm bulking, if I'm doing anything maintaining, I'll be eating cheese. So I have fat-free Swiss, which I like making grilled cheeses with my protein bread or the wheat thin bread. I have whole fat mozzarella because this shit is delicious and you can't put a price on delicious, as well as light Havarti because I don't find a taste difference between the regular and the light, and it's a 30 calorie difference, which can save you a lot of fat, to be honest, depending on what you're doing. What else do I eat? What else is on this table? These sweet potato fries that are open. They are 140 calories a serving. They are 10% of your daily fiber. And a serving is a little bit bigger than my hands, and I have pretty big hands for a girl. And they're just like a really good thing to eat in the morning if you need some carbs and you're not feeling toast. Just pop some of these in the oven, turn them over, they get super crispy. They taste really good. Sweet potatoes are like staple on diet, and if you're lazy like me, you just buy those because they're organic and they don't really have much added fat or added sugar or anything. So good stuff. And obviously, everyone, rice cakes. Rice cakes and peanut butter. I have also the white cheddar kernels popcorn seasoning that I will slap on this. My boyfriend likes margarine on it. I've never tried it, but I heard it's good. So if you have some fat left over at the end of the day instead of peanut butter, if you're not feeling peanut butter, you can put some margarine or butter on these as well. For sweet snacks, again, we have some Fiber One bars. These are lemon, they taste like lemon squares, and they are hit or miss. If you like really sweet things, then I would advise getting these. Sometimes they'll have a lot of icing on it. If they don't have a lot of icing on it, they can be a little tart. So this is hit or miss. They have like 25% of your daily fiber, 20%, sorry. But they're pretty good if you're into this kind of thing. I bought them to try them. Not too big of a fan, but they're nice if I want something sweet. And then back to the canned fruit. I have pineapple. And there's just a couple of things left to mention. I have some peanut butter. Peanut butter is my staple. Like, I eat this pretty much every day, a tablespoon. And then salad mix. Obviously, I make my own with romaine, cabbage, and bean sprouts. I just started doing this because I had a really good salad at school that I had the same kind of mix, and it turned out to be really tasty. And I eat this with chicken and ginger and honey dressing from Lighthouse. It's 35 calories a tablespoon, and about 2 servings of it, so 70 calories, can cover a gigantic bowl of salad, which I really like. So, and then last but not least, my prepackaged horrible for you meals. If you're on a cut, you don't want to restrict yourself. You don't want to feel like you can't eat what you like, because if you do, you're gonna end up binging. That was like my major problem when I was a lot younger, is I would binge and binge and binge after restricting my diet so long. You can see, that didn't happen. You can see from the stuff I've showed you, my staples are pretty much what a normal person would eat. We have cheese, we have meat, I forgot to mention oatmeal, but whatever, staple oatmeal, everyone knows, almond milk, everyone knows. But God, this stuff, man, and it controls your cravings, it controls your consumption. If you have these in your fridge, sorry about that guys, my memory card ran out of memory. So as I was saying, if you have any semblance of self-control, you have these in your freezer, you can pop one in, you can eat half of it, you can eat the entire thing of it, but you're not binging on this product. These things are a lifesaver if you love mac and cheese, if you love chicken pot pie. Yeah, it's 630 calories and 34 grams of fat. But if all you're eating is one and it fits into your calories, I'm not even talking about fitting into your macros. If it fits into your calories for the day, go for it. Just go for it, because it's not going to set you back as much as you think it is. I mean, you think that people get bodies by starving themselves? Yeah, they do. But then they look dead and they look unhappy. You can be happy if you eat lots of stuff like this, but not like lots of stuff like this, like obviously in moderation. But if you can fit it in, fit it in. That's it. Like, you don't need to starve yourself. You don't need to deprive yourself to be happy and to be like super jacked. Because like, if you don't eat, you're not gonna gain any muscle mass. You don't eat what you like, you're not going to be happy, it's not going to be motivating. You motivate yourself by eating what you want and what you like and fitting it into your daily routine. So that basically sums up this entire video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, don't remember to hit like down below. And if you want to see more of this kind of shenanigan, don't forget to subscribe. My name is Crystal, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye guys.